everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas, Valanciunas, and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant put the league on notice his rookie season with spectacular play and a little jawing while he's at it. The Grizzlies rookie said, "I just play with the same chip every game," adding it's nothing personal. "I'm just having fun," he said. "My teammates and the coaches allow me to go out there, play freely, and do what I do." Kevin?
Thank you, David. Opening day, C-Web, which types of teams tend to begin the season hot?
Well, teams that return a lot of players, Kevin, you know, that have that familiarity. I mean, squads with health on their side.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Kyle Anderson is out there at Brooks. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Hawks, Gallinari is out there with Hunter. And it's Young. Then there's Bogdanovic. And it's Collins in at the 5. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Pass to Morant. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Gallinari with a screen for Young. That one falls.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Morant surveying the D. Valanciunas passes to Morant. Basket counts. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Young with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. The second from the line. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Gallinari outside. Poked away. Here's Morant. Driving inside. And finished off by Morant.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Gallinari outside. Young, a screen on Anderson. Here's Gallinari. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Allen, that's good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Bogdanovic against Allen. Bogdanovic dishes to Collins. Morant against Young. Clock at 6. Gallinari outside. Over Allen. The rebound by Anderson.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. That shot off. Collins with some nice D. Now Young. Pass to Hunter. Gallinari with the screen for Hunter. Gallinari outside. And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. The 3-ball sinks the three-pointer.
Touch the timing. Bogdanovic loves catching the defense by surprise with the shot off the pass.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Gallinari outside. Young, a screen on Anderson. From deep, Gallinari. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And that one's good. Morant's got 10.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young looking it over. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
Checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovic.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Morant passes to Melton. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Young. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, checking in at 29 points per game, 9 assists and 4 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
And that one misses. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Hawks. Good on the second free throw. 1:39 left here in the opening quarter. Morant against Rondo. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Pass to Fernando. And he uses the glass on the lane.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. We got a lot of game left to play.
And there's the pass to Jang. Memphis moving it around. The three from Morant. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
I'll tally up another helper for Rondo. I mean, he just keeps climbing that all-time assist list. Incredible career that keeps going.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young child.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. And finally they hit one. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Passes it to Gallinari. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gallinari's got his third basket of the night right there. Nifty move. Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, look at Morant flexing a little muscle right there, showing off his athletic ability right in their faces.
And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. Basket good. 9 points in the game so far. Morant outside. Into the lane. He gets it in there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Tonight, keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Memphis.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, it's Reddish and Huerter teaming up at the forward spots. Bogdanovic out there with Trae Young, and it's Collins in at the 5 down low. Jones, no one around him, trains the three-pointer. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Young passes to Collins. Bogdanovic dishes to Young. Collins a screen on Jones. Bogdanovic wide open. Atlanta gets it back. Kicks it to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Hunter the pass to Young. Offline with his 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capela is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capela. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. He's off on the first. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard at three-point line.
About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Young from outside.
You know, he started off shooting it pretty well, but here in the second, he has started to falter.
Jones kicks to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Here's Young. 5 points in the game.
Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league street shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Allen. And the rejection by Collins. Over in the corner, Reddish from outside the arc. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Reddish just got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when you look at Brooks' game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30, the next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. He's hot, you ride him. He's not, sub. That's simple.
Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. No good on the free throw.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
That one is no good.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yes, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. Because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. If he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Jones from outside. The shot misses. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Atlanta making some changes. Awry, he's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovic. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. D'Anthony Melton comes in for Tyus Jones. Awry with a screen for Young. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Yep, that one goes.
And this guy's a gamer. Brooks, I mean, you have to admire how competitive he is, even amongst aggressive coverage.
Young from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Melton. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. Huerter passes to Hunter. 1:49 left Valanciunas. Here's Clint, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Clark. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Rondo comes in for DeAndre Hunter. So he gets them both. Ray, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
It
the
is.
case?
I know
But,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can...
Are you for real? Morant, way up. That was fine.
The Hawks trail by 7. Young dishes to Gallinari. Rondo wide open. No good on the triple. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And that one's good. Morant.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Hawks have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And that one misses. Left in the first half. Young drives in. 2 points. That one goes. Young's got 7 points in the game.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jumper.
And finished off by Morant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Hawks trail by 9. Drives to the hoop. Young's shot is good. Young's got 4 this quarter.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive. I really enjoy watching Young take... Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now, here is Young. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. A shot, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. He said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 26 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
Well, their offense is depending on getting points in the paint, and they're getting those points. They're creating mismatches and being very aggressive when they get the one they want.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Well, it's hard to defend a team that gets red hot from the floor. I think the effort was there on D, but they could not come up with a plan to cool them off. We're bound to see a whole different game plan, a whole different approach from them coming out of the break.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Hawks trail by 9. So on the floor for Memphis. Morant now at the guard spots. Anderson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Brooks in at the small forward position.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And although he's smaller, Young willing to battle inside and shows you he can score through contact.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it's special. Wouldn't matter.
Morant kicks to Anderson. Back to Morant. And they double up Morant. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 8-point game. Pass to Gallinari. He takes it in. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Young outside. Drills it from outside. Young's got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, he just caught the defense knocking. He shoots a very high percentage from 3-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
And they double up Morant. And the rejection by Collins. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Ja Morant. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Young finds Gallinari. Collins, a screen on Anderson. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
for Memphis.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Memphis leading by 3. And the rejection by Collins.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, and especially at the offensive end.
What's up?
That one drops. He ties it up. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Allen passes to Morant. Floats one, and the basket is good. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Bogdanovic with it. He's picked up by Morant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bogdanovic has got 5 now.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I'll tell you what, when Morant hits this shot with consistency, it sets up everything else you want to run.
Young outside. Launches it. The rebound by Anderson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
The Hawks trail by 5. And here's Young. 17 points in the game. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 19 points.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor, hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Morant against Collins. And stolen by Bogdanovic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovic. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. A minute 42 left to play in the third. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Checked in for the Grizzlies. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 5th is Brandon Clark.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
On defense, Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Melton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint because those have been big.
makes the first.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length. And I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Huerter. Here's Fernando. In the corner, Collins with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got 5 points now this quarter.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Hawks. Going inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Strong finish by Rondo.
I mean, he's got a great strip for a guard. Tough matchup.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Melton passes to Clark. Bain. No good that time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw missing. Sinks the second. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Rondo passes to Fernando. Grizzlies with the rebound. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Goes up from the top of the key. Melton, no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, it's just predictable.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. You just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Hunter is out there, awry. Then there's Bogdanovic. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Hawks 5. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
On the boards cleaned up by Valanciunas. He's a double-double threat every night.
drops for Valanciunas.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Young from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got 15 points in just the second half.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half, third overall.
It's Allen on the wing. Dish now to Valanciunas. And he makes good on the layup. Valanciunas has got 5 points now this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Valanciunas against Young. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Allen kicks to Anderson. On the wing, Jones. Back to Anderson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. To the inside. No good from Valanciunas. The Hawks trail by 5. Hawks making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Morant, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. Now, here's Reddish, defended by Anderson. Bogdanovic against Allen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovic. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovic.
And Bogdanovic coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings and not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
And so Bogdanovic nails both of them.
And the all-around game of Bogdanovic is so impressive. I mean, it's easy to see why so many teams and so many people are high on this guy.
Allen passes to Clark. To the right side. And the pass to Valanciunas. Atlanta with the rebound. Fernando's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Collins checked in for Bruno Fernando. Passes to Collins. Awry surveying the D. Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut to just 1 on the basket from Collins.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Young dishes to Gallinari.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot they're trying to look for at the offensive end. And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta, trailing by 5. Inside, and there's Gallinari on the assist from Young.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Morant kicks to Allen. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Now here's Morant for 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him
player of the game, Ja Morant.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Dillon Brooks, he's checked in for Allen. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." Really, he's fired up about this game.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. It's Morant with the try. Can't connect from short range. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Young pass to Bogdanovic. Gallinari screen on Brooks. Here's Bogdanovic, and Bogdanovic throws it down.
Bogdanovic isn't just a standstill jump shot. He can have it.
Memphis trailing here. Looking to end the run. And that one's good. Morant's got 45 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Morant, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Oh, no. Don't tell me. He just didn't do that, did he? A critical point of the game. He makes just about the worst mistake possible.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Trae Young grabs the miss. Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
6'6", Bogdanovic has the height to throw it down.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, that's the way you play defense. Anticipated the hop step, beat him to the spot, and able to get the call.
The Hawks leading. Young with the ball. For 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Young from deep three-point range. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
7-second difference, shot and game. Oh, that was something else.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Checked in for the Hawks. The Grizzlies also making a change. Allen's checked in. got 13 seconds left in the game. Got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Morant. For the win. Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And don't start the celebration just yet. They're going to have a second look at the replay monitor and see if it got in. This one's over if the original ruling of a basket stands. But we'll see. The officials have made their decision. The basket, as we thought, will count. It took a little while to check the replay, but they did in fact have it right. He got it off GA in time.
And even though they had it right the first time, it's always a smart move to double check. When it comes to the game-winning shot, you have got to go to replay.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.